A warm greetings to everyone. Agriculture Makers in Mission IBPS AFO welcomes you to this video. And in this video, we are going to see the agriculture current affairs for the month of April, which we have left over before starting the current affairs for the week publishment. And come on, let's get into the video. Very firstly, the Union Cabinet approves PLI scheme for food processing industry with an outlay of INR 10,900 crores. Let's go in detail. Yes, the main objectives of this is creation of global food manufacturing champions and supporting Indian brands. The duration is 6 years from 2021-22 to 26-27, and the implementation is done by rolled out on an all India basis and will be implemented through project management agency. It will facilitate expansion of processing capacity to generate processed food output of INR 33,494 crores. That is production linked incentive scheme for food processing industry has been approved with an outlay of 10,900 crore, so that the processed food output will lead to INR 33,494 crores. It is expected to create employment for around 2.5 lakh persons by 26-27, and the scheme will have two major components. Very firstly, it incentivizes the manufacturing of four major products, that is RTC, ready to cook or ready to eat foods, and processed fruits and vegetables, marine products, and mozzarella cheese, and also providing support for branding and marketing of Indian products abroad. And then our Vice President, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, released a book named Agriculture in India Contemporary Challenges in the Context of Doubling Farmers' Income, written by Dr. Mohan Kanda. Let's go in detail. Our Vice President, Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu of India, released the book titled Agriculture in India Contemporary Challenges in the Context of Doubling Farmers' Income, which is authored by Dr. Mohan Kanda, who is the former Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh. Yes, coming to the doubling of farmers' income, the Government of India targets to double the income of farmers by 2022. The Inter-Ministerial Committee, constituted in 2016, it is to examine the issues on doubling of farmers' income, recommended the DFI strategy to double the farmers' income. They are improvement in the crop productivity, improvement in the livestock productivity, along with enhancement in the resource use efficiency. These three will enhance the income of the farmers, so that it will lead to doubling the farmers' income by 2022. And then Telangana Vadwani AI sign MOU to use artificial intelligence for the benefit of cotton farmers. Let's go in detail. The AI solution mobile app will help the farmers to catch pest infestations early and take corrective measures to avoid the significant crop damage. Actually, it is said to be provided free of cost to the Telangana government and will be delivered using mobile app. The project is supported by Google and the partners including IDH, that is the Sustainable Trade Initiatives, and IGS, Intelligent Growth Solutions. Yes, both the government of Telangana and Vadavani Artificial Intelligence both signed an MOU to use artificial intelligence to assist the cotton farmers to beat pest infestations. And this AI solution is capable of predicting pink and American bollworm infestation with an accuracy over 90%. pink and American bollworms are the two major devastating pests for the cotton crop that you know. And then Supreme Court appointed three-member panel to submit a report on agricultural reform laws. Yes, the members of the committee includes Mr. Pramod Kumar Joshi, who is the former director of South Asia International Food Policy Research Institute, and then Mr. Anil Ganwat, who is the president of Shetkari Shankatana, and Mr. Ashok Gulati, who is an agri-economist and former chairman of the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, that is CACP. And the issues includes various farmer organizations have been protesting against the three laws, stating that they are pro-cooperative and they could weaken the mandi system. The Supreme Court had suspended the implementation of the three laws. It appointed a four-member committee of experts to listen the views of the protesting farmers and the central government and make recommendations. And the fourth member, Mr. Bhupendra Singh Mann, who is the farm union leader, had recused himself from the panel. The three farm laws are the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act, the Essential Commodities Amendment Act, and the Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Act. Very nextly, Spices Board India and UNDP India signed a MOU to develop blockchain powered traceability interface. Let's go in detail. Spices Board India, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and United Nations Development Programme, India's Accelerator Lab, signed a memorandum of understanding for developing a blockchain based traceability interface for Indian spices to enhance transparency in the supply chain and trade. About the Spices Board of India, it was constituted on 26th February 1987 under the Spices Board Act 1986. It is one of the 5 commodity boards functioning under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and the 4 others are coffee, rubber, tea and tobacco. Our Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Mr. Narendra Singh Tomar, has launched Madhukranti portal and honey corners of NAFED in New Delhi. Let's go in detail. Yes, our minister launched the Madhukranti portal and honey corners of National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation in New Delhi. And Madhukranti is an initiative of National Bee Board under the National Beekeeping and Honey Mission, and Indian Bank is the technical and banking partner of the digital platform. Remember, National Bee Board has signed a MOU with Indian Bank for this project. Yes, HUL, that is Hindustan Unilever Limited, and Google collaborated with My Government India to launch AI for Agriculture Hackathon. HUL and Google partners with My Government India to jointly formulate an artificial intelligence driven agricultural hackathon that was conducted from 7th to 9th of April 2021, and the target is said to be to encourage the startups and institutions for finding innovative solutions to address India's water scarcity problem through AI solutions. And then Atal Innovation Mission, Bayer partnered to work towards healthcare and agricultural innovations. Yes, Bayer, which is a German life sciences company, signed a statement of intent for a strategic partnership with Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, to foster innovation and entrepreneurship across healthcare and agricultural sectors. Narendra Singh Tomar, our agricultural minister launches National Nursery Portal, which was developed by the National Horticulture Board for connecting nursery operators with the consumers. Through this portal, consumers can get information, price, and quality of a plantation, while suppliers can analyze the market demand of the products. And with this, the video ends, and I hope the video will be very much useful to you. With this, current affairs of April ends, and we have given the complete current affair of January, February, March, and April, and now the current affair of May is going on. And keep in touch with us for the earliest updates, and do subscribe our channel, and thank you for all your cooperations and support.